what is up? My name is Megan. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I hope you guys are doing well and thank you for stopping by. Today we are doing a very fun TBR video, the first of many this month because there are a crap ton of readathons I'm taking part in. This one is my readathon TBR for Adventures Through Wonderland, which is a month-long readathon that spans the month of September, so September 1st to the 30th, and it is co-hosted by Middle Grade Monthly and A Touch of Whimsy. This is like two book clubs that are colliding together. I follow Middle Grade Monthly very closely. I try to participate in all their book clubs every month if I can. I love the co-host of A Touch of Whimsy, but I just can't handle two middle grade clubs in a month, so I stick with Middle Grade Monthly, but I'm really excited for this nonetheless. I will leave all the information for all the co-hosts down below. I am especially excited for this one because I had to miss the May Believeathon, which is hosted by Gavin at How to Train Your Gavin, because I was sick and I thought I would have to wait until next November, which is coming up pretty soon, to read more middle grade books along with the community, but it came faster than that. We have a September readathon. So for this readathon there are 7 different prompts, and 5 of them are reading prompts, 2 of them are other activities along in the month, and so I will share my TBR with you guys. I am so excited. So the first prompt is down the rabbit hole, and that is to read a book that is set in another world. For that I had to go with The Strange Worlds Travel Agency by Lipinski. This one, as well as pretty much all the other books in my TBR, were recommended by Gavin at How to Train Your Gavin. He made me discover middle grade, so I think I take a lot of my suggestions from his channel. This one follows a main character named Flick, and the story really takes off when she discovers this weird travel agency where the insides of this agency have walls filled with different suitcases, and I believe at one point our main character actually sees people coming out of those suitcases, and she realizes that they're kind of like teleporting you to other worlds and other places, and I believe she will go on an adventure of her own. I'm not sure how much of it is set in another world, but from the synopsis itself I don't think it's here, and there's magic involved in this world, so I'm taking it as another world. That's how I'm seeing it. I really love the concept of kind of like traveling through suitcases and the adventure that will come along with it. I love the cover of this book, and Gavin has spoken very highly about this one, so I'm very excited. Then we have the prompt Flower Garden, and that is to read an aesthetically pleasing book, so a book with a beautiful cover, and for that I had to choose The Girl Who Speaks Bear by Sophie Anderson. Sophie Anderson was also the author of The House with Chicken Legs, and a new book that is coming out in October, which I have already pre-ordered a signed copy. Hopefully I can read that one for Believeathon, but this one follows a main character named Yonka, and when she was a baby she was found abandoned in a bear cave. I don't know if we're gonna figure out why that happened, but many years later I think a lot of people maybe find her weird. I know in the synopsis it says that not everybody knows her backstory, but I think it's going to come into play at some point, and I also know that our main character goes on an adventure to find more about herself. I don't know why she is triggered to do so, or if she's going to have companions along the way, or if she can literally speak to bears. But we're going to figure it out along the way. I'm here for the adventure. Again, this is one of Gavin's favorite books, and I just think that the foiling in here, the illustrations of all the animals, the huge bear on the cover, the color palette, everything about this book is very beautiful in my opinion, and so we chose it for this prompt. The third prompt is actually Eat Me, Drink Me, and that is to make a snack, and for that I'm probably going to have a late night baking session in one of my vlogs for the month of September, where we can make a cake or cupcakes or cookies, something of the sorts, a cozy food, and then we can snack on it while we read some of these books. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. If you don't want to miss that on the vlogs, again, don't forget to subscribe. The fourth prompt is The White Rabbit's House, and that is to pick a book for a cozy night in. For that, I chose A Winter House by Ben Gutterson. This is the first in a series, and I'm really intrigued by this one because of the vibes it gives off. This follows an orphan named Elizabeth who lived with her aunt and uncle, I believe, and at one point she is shipped off to this hotel called the Winter House Hotel, where she discovers a library, and within that library there are magical books. I don't know if she gets transported into those books, if the books come to life. I don't really know what is going to happen, but just the cover and the magical library gives me kind of winter cozy vibes. Those are personally my favorite vibes. I love anything that's remotely close to a Christmas/December vibe. This cover has a bunch of snow on it, and the idea of the hotel kind of makes it really fun, so I think it's a good choice for this prompt. The fifth prompt is the Queen's Palace of Hearts, I believe, and that is to pick a book you think you're going to love, and that is probably the easiest prompt for me to fill, and that is Wondersmith, The Calling of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend, which is a sequel to Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow. This is a middle grade series that is very popular on BookTube. Its third book is coming out in end of October, and it is called Hollowpox. I have pre-ordered myself the Owl Crate Junior limited edition box, so cannot wait to read and unbox that with you guys. But this one follows the events, obviously, of the first book. The first book follows a main character named Morgan Crow, who on her 12th or 13th birthday, I can never recall which, she is cursed to die. She is a cursed child, and that's how it works in that world, until this man called Juniper North actually whisks her away before it can happen and brings her to this land called Nevermore. In order for Morgan to be able to stay in this land, she has to go through a bunch of trials to make it to the Wondrous Society, and in book 2 we kind of go off the events of the end of book 1. I'm not going to spoil anything, but this has talking cats, flying umbrellas, a bunch of magic, lovable characters, a fun hotel. Everything about this book is quirky and fun. I loved the main character and how odd the world is. It's just so amazing, and I cannot wait to read this one. This is also something I mentioned in my five-star predictions, so I really do think I'm going to love it. Hopefully it doesn't let me down. Also, quick shout out, because this edition of Wondersmith was actually gifted to me by Lacey, and I know I've said thank you in videos before, but I will leave her channel in the description bar. It's the first time I ever had received an Amazon gift from anyone. If you guys didn't know, this was my first ever gift, and I feel like it's super fitting. I still have the little note, and it was just such a touchful gift, especially in the time it came. I really did need it, so it makes it extra special to me that I get to read this, and it was gifted to me by a fellow booktuber who is absolutely amazing. You should all go check her out. So yes, thank you, Lacey. The sixth prompt is to pick a mysterious / strange book, and for that I'm going to pick Potkin and Stubbs by Sophie Green. This is also the middle grade monthly book pick for the month of September, which is super convenient because I've been wanting to read this, and it's like the extra excuse. I think this looks mysterious from the cover itself, but it also has a mysterious element because it follows a main character called Little Potkin, and she's a wannabe reporter, and I think we follow her and maybe a weird friend, like I don't know if it's a ghost or an actual boy that solves mysteries with her, and we go along the journey, so I think it's her uncovering secrets to report, and kind of a weird element. The cover's dark, it's the vibe it's giving off, and I really do need to read it in September because, again, I want to participate in the middle grade monthly live show at the end of the month. The seventh and last prompt for this is the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, and that is the live show which will be happening with all the co-hosts this month. I will hopefully be joining. There is also a bonus to be reading the group book, which is The Train to Impossible Places. I'm not sure if I'm going to read it or not. I'm still debating if I want to actually purchase it, but maybe we will, because I don't want to get myself spoiled in the live show. We're talking about the book, so I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I'll figure it out. So that's it for this TBR video. Let me know down below if you guys are participating or not, and if you are, let me know what you plan on reading. Do you have a TBR? Are you going to just follow the beautiful map and kind of pick and choose as you go? And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Happy reading, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys!